Most people will say they want to be wealthy if you ask them. Regardless of your motivation, everyone has a different reason for wanting to be wealthy. There are some do's and don'ts you must be aware of and follow if you want to become wealthy. And I'll share with you 7 things in this video that if you want to be wealthy, you must avoid at all costs. But before we get deeper, if you're new to this channel, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. So, without further ado, let's get started. Number 1. Bad spending habits. When it comes to managing their finances, people frequently work against themselves. Most people have a strong attachment to making purchases. Because of this, changing their bad spending habits can be psychologically challenging, particularly if you don't even know how bad their spending is in reality. Fortunately, you can always make small changes to your spending habits, regardless of whether you're trying to stick to a budget, save money for the future, or pay off debt. Have you ever believed that no matter how hard you try, sticking to a budget is simply not possible? Do you ever wonder why you are always out of money at the end of the month? These disorders are frequently brought on by bad spending habits that you may or may not be aware of. Changing your relationship with money is necessary to break your bad spending habit. Recognizing what you're doing and then fixing it are the first 2 steps. One well-known wasteful behavior is always paying bills with plastic rather than cash. Although you may adore the ease of tapping and paying, it can cause you to spend more money than you had planned. Research consistently demonstrates that when using credit or debit cards instead of cash, people tend to spend more money. We don't experience the pain of the purchase as strongly when we use plastic cards, like our credit and debit cards, as we do when we are handing over a crisp $100 bill. A year's worth of spending $8 a month costs you. Monthly expenses for things like Netflix subscriptions, mobile and internet services, additional bill services, and even bank fees could total just a few dollars. Costs of all sizes add up. You should think twice before spending when you see your hard-earned money leaving your hand. Number 2. Comfort Zone Syndrome. Pushing the limits of your comfort zone is crucial, especially if you want to become wealthy. However, let's define the comfort zone first. Why do we frequently prefer the familiar in our daily lives? Providing answers to these queries is not particularly challenging, so bear with me as I explain why we are so drawn to comfort. A comfort zone is an area of behavior where your actions and reactions follow a pattern and routine that produces stress and risk. Your comfort zone typically makes you happy or anxious regularly and lessens stress. Most people naturally enter this state when they are in it. However, it becomes problematic when you feel at ease in a situation that you don't particularly enjoy or that you no longer desire. In general, having ambition will help you get out of your comfort zone, but those who have pushed themselves past their comfort zones and to new heights understand that when you genuinely challenge yourself, you can succeed. Number 3. Unmotivated friends. Being around unmotivated people can occasionally make you feel as though they are dragging you down with them. In many cases, it can turn into a form of peer pressure to follow unmotivated practices. You must regrettably develop your sense of motivation because no one else can do it for you. How do you approach doing this then? Stay with me, and I'll explain right away. But if you made it this far, please click the like button before I continue. You see, you have 2 choices in this situation. You can choose to stay with these people while using them as a constant reminder of what you do not want to be or become, or you can decide to avoid them at all costs. Option 1. Recognize that your life is yours and that your objectives, aspirations, and desires are all legitimate. You have goals in life that you are willing to work toward. Though it's not simple, these people aren't making it easier for you to achieve your goals. It's time to find those who can and move on. They shouldn't prevent you from choosing option 2. These are uninspired individuals who provide very little, besides perhaps some popcorn during Netflix night, which is occasionally even too much to ask of them. It's a matter of using their life as something that motivates you to avoid such a lifestyle at all costs. But by working hard around these people, you have the opportunity to look at them and say, "This is what I want to avoid." Number 4. Excuses. Finding excuses for why we can't keep up with the important aspects of our lives is all too simple. Excuses, however, will only cause you to move more slowly in the long run. You might justify your lack of effort by telling yourself that you lack the resources, time, money, or training. Your priorities are, however, determined by how you choose to spend your time and money. Making an excuse can limit you in all facets of your life because it prevents you from even giving yourself the chance to succeed. If you always find an explanation for everything, you might never realize what you're capable of. Excuses can prevent you from achieving many goals, such as improving your health, developing new relationships, and furthering your career. Simply because you don't want to put forth the effort to challenge yourself, don't settle for less by coming up with an excuse. Number 5. The desire to fit in. Trying to fit in isn't healthy for anyone. Trying to be someone that you are not can make you unhappy, add unnecessary stress to your life, and negatively affect your mental and physical health. You have to be different to make a difference. It is being yourself, being brave, and not apologizing for who you are. Trying to be someone you're not is exhausting today. Making an effort to be someone you are not can lead to unhappiness, unneeded stress, and detrimental effects on your mental and physical health. To make a difference, you must be unique. It involves being brave, authentic, and unapologetic about who you are. Number 6. Overthinking is overthinking. When you overthink something, you mentally analyze everything you see and hear rather than taking action. Thoughts are healthy and beneficial, but when they are overdone, they can become problematic. You need to develop the ability to stop overanalyzing and worrying excessively about opportunities you might pass up. Your body, does it require rest and sleep? It does, of course. When you reach your destination, do you leave your car's engine running? Yes, you switch it off. What if you decide to do something and then decide against it right away? The best way to make a decision is to consider your options carefully. Choose the best course of action given the situation, and then make the decision and carry it out without looking back. Instead, you will be unable to make a decision and take action if you continue to worry, doubt, change your mind, and continuously think. Number 7. Instant gratification. Which one would you choose? $5 in a month versus $1 today? Maybe to you if you went with the second option. However, according to research, the majority of people will select option 1. We all want what we want right away, so why delay it and purposefully make us feel bad? This is a classic example of what is referred to as instant gratification. It seems almost counterintuitive that delayed gratification has such a bad reputation given its undeniable feel-good effects and its contribution to our general happiness. The idea of satisfaction is closely related to self-control, another well-known psychological hero. The opposite of what might initially appear to be true, that instant gratification is a better path to well-being, is supported by research. Self-control and discipline are much more advantageous later in life. It has a direct bearing on completing a task and succeeding. How? I'll explain why right now. Just consider it. How frequently have you come to regret hastily made choices? While a shopping trip at the mall may make you happy at the moment, you won't likely feel as happy when it comes time to pay off your credit card. Or how frequently did you buy something, then decide you didn't like it and set it back? We've all been there, of course. The good news is that we can all improve our impulse control. According to research, Allowing your mind to wander occasionally improves your ability to concentrate on the big picture and your long-term objectives. Additionally, reducing your tendency to make decisions that you might later want to change can help you resist the urge to do so. We should all take mental breaks more frequently as a result. Sit idle for a while, look out the window, and let your thoughts wander. You must learn the principles of wealth creation, comprehend them, and put them into practice without hesitation if you want to become wealthy. And that's it for this video. Before you go, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and click the notification bell for more videos like this. Thanks for watching and see you next time.